susceptible to it. I haven't had it in a few years, but it seems to have come back. So, all right. And end of that discussion. We're not talking about that anymore.
Got it. Okay. All right. All right. Hello, everyone. We are back for Tea Across the Miles with I'm Lady Amy and this is Lady Nancy. And I'm Houses of Windsor. She's Cup and Crown.
Cup and Crown, yes. From Fairfax Station, Virginia, and you are in
Longwood, Florida. Orlando area.
Yes,
yeah.
And Amy and I, we just enjoyed a quick little laugh and little chat beforehand when you love to know what we were talking about. But right on to other things. So how have you been?
Good.
Busy. Yes, busy. Jubilee behind us, but
I know. Yes, and she lived to see it. That's literally. I'm sorry. That's literally
questionable. Where's the show?
I know, but like literally since January 1st of this year, it's like my first goal was like just get to the record-breaking day of February 6th, and then it was like, sweet. Okay, now can we get to the celebration?
Oh my goodness! Yes, there were some questionable moments there. Didn't show up for this. Didn't show up for that. It's like, oh, that's kind of sad. Sad.
But you'll have to be filling me in. We'll get the tea going, but then you got to fill me in on any Jubilee stuff, really, because I didn't get to see like any of it. Piper was with me, and I tried to turn it on at one point. She goes, "This is boring." She goes, "Turn on Octonauts," and I was like, "Just hold on, let me just see." And I was like trying to show her like the parade, like and it was like. Yeah, the parade's like nothing to a 4-year-old when it's on TV, right? No. And it's not like an American parade with floats and whatever.
No, it's not. I mean, you really have to be up on your modern day culture and pop culture and entertainment to really know what it is that you're seeing there for sure.
Right. So it was like, fine. And then it just felt like the moment had passed. And like, I don't know. I'm a weirdo where I just love them so much, but I'm not always paying attention. So I'm like, this is classic me. All I've been talking about is the Jubilee year, and I don't get to watch it.
And you don't even watch it. Shame on you.
I know. I was like, I wasn't excited. Well, I was like, I mean, I guess I was sort of excited that the celebrations were happening, but I wasn't so much excited for myself. It was just like, super. This is a great record.
Yes, it is. And we were live during the longest monarch. May not have lived in England during the time, but we were alive during that time. So
that's right.
We all live in historical times, but for sure. Yeah.
So that's what counts. So
well, it was my turn to send teas this month.
Yes.
And I kind of went sort of summary. I tried to anyway. So the first tea, if we can start with that one, is the green tea coconut from Harney and Sons. It smells so good. And I sent you 2 because I want you to ice one of these. Don't water it, because then you won't taste how great it is. But it's just the first time I had this, I did it hot, but then I went to cold, and it is just a really good, wonderful, refreshing tea for hot summer days.
Okay, awesome.
The second one I thought we would do is the one of your choice. I sent Amy these darling. Okay, so this was a gift to from a very good friend. It's called Spot Tea. I love to have a spot of tea. It's this cute little glass with iridescence in it. It's so neat, and all these little
little pyramids.
They're too cute for words. And there was white blueberry and lemon ginger, strawberry white, passion fruit white, excuse me, mango green. And an apricot white.
Yes.
So many in here. So I sent Amy one of each. And I'm letting her choose what our second tea will be. What do you think?
So I am between blueberry and strawberry.
Okay.
I'm very torn. Which one have you tried? Have you tried both of them?
I have.
Okay. Well, which one do you think we should try then?
Strawberry.
Okay.
I
was kind of leaning towards that because I was like, I've not had a strawberry white before. I've had a blueberry white before.
It's a nice little tea. It is. And then the third one is the one that I told you I blend myself. So Tropical Holiday, which is a blend of black mango and green apricot teas.
Okay.
And one of my favorite, and I just have to show you, I'm going to show you just a little bit of this. So we just had my husband's family in town, and I got an entire Italian tea set. It looks more like a little cappuccino set, but I got this. His aunt and uncle work for a very wealthy family in New York City, like
Nice.
own the New York Knicks and Lowe's hardware store wealthy.
Okay, gotcha.
So, and they're getting rid of things. They buy stuff and they don't use them and they get rid of it. So these adorable little
Those are so cute.
The creamer, the sugar, 6 little plates, but the pièce de résistance, if I say that correctly.
Yeah.
Look at this. Is this gorgeous?
Wow.
It's
That's
stunning.
awesome.
It is.
That's
it is
beautiful.
so pretty. Fruit. I served homemade fettuccine and meat sauce in here when they were here the other day. I put
That's awesome.
You go to Publix, your Publix, my giant, and you get the smaller of the fruit things, and it just plops right on top of it.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
So yes, so pretty. So yes, I love when people go, tea things, let's give it to Nancy. And
I know, right?
That's how I ended up with this. Somebody saw it, she's like, oh, Nancy has to have one. Yeah, I do. I really do.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, that was accurate.
Okay.
So I will pour water into the first 2, and then I have to go run and grab
sugar.
A tea ball because I
and I'm gonna run and get sugar. Amy and I are a little off today. We're kind of running ragged. We're just a little off, but I've got things to update you on that have kept me busy. I can't even remember if I've texted you about them. Oh my God. You haven't texted in a while, so I'm going to venture an answer that would be no.
No. Okay.
Yes.
So I say we both go off camera at the same time.
Or you go and then I'll go.
That makes it good.
Right. What do you think? Go. We'll be right back. I'm coming. I beat her. So yes, summer is in session. The kids are out of school. All my children are home today and listening to the conversation. Of course, my 2 oldest boys are like, oh God, she's got that fascinator on again. So
like she must be on the computer with that other weird lady with the fascinator.
Right. Oh, but I did go to, so Jackie's on swim team. And when we first started doing swim team, my boys were, I'm now the older mom sitting with the younger moms. And I do mean younger moms that were just having first and second born. But I had a captive audience today when they were talking about coffee. And I said, does anybody here drink tea? And 2 people said, yes, I do. And I said, I have this little business. And they, oh my gosh, tell us more. So now I'm taking samples of tea to people tomorrow and whatnot. So,
that's awesome.
Fun little conversation we had. So, all right. So you got your water ready?
Yes. So I'm now doing it on to number 3. Your tropical blend, tropical holiday.
I sent you a lot of that.
Yes, thank you.
I hope you better like it.
I do.
or give it away.
No, I like it. Let's see. Well, because didn't I try like one of the ones that you did?
I think yes, you did try one of them. I sent you this blend, I think when we first started doing teas, but that was 2 years ago. So it's been a really long time.
Oh, got it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. My tea towel is over here. I got it. Okay. So, while the tea steeps, although you can tell me when we should take them out. I know they're all like light teas.
Right. Well, we have 2. We have a green tea, a white tea, and I do the black and green blend. I just usually do that like a regular black tea.
Okay. Yeah.
Just do about 2 minutes, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Did you want to tell me something?
Yeah, I'll tell you something. So what I probably haven't told you yet is that I am now working part-time for a bankruptcy attorney doing paralegal type work.
Oh, okay.
So he's in my BNI chapter and kind of started talking to me just probably a few weeks ago, saying that he needed help. His paralegal that he's had forever was leaving to do something else, and want to know if I was interested. I was like, well, maybe. He's like, it's like administrative type stuff or whatever.
Right.
So I'm like, yeah, I'd be interested. So we talked about it, and I was like, well, like his last one was able to do like 6 hours a day. I was like, how about 4? Like, so, but I'm doing it 5 days a week, so it is still 20 hours, which is great, like, steady paycheck wise.
Sure.
And now it's like fitting everything in, or expanding, as we call it in Landmark. So,
Right.
So I've been expanding. And so, so this morning, it's like I took Piper to daycare, and then I went straight to the attorney's office and worked there for just a little bit, like 2.5 hours, because I needed to leave early because I had a board meeting for the British American Chamber of Commerce.
Wow.
And that was like from noon to 2. And then I was like, oh, I've got to be back here by 2:30, which clearly I didn't make. I was here at like 2:33, but I was not ready. So, yeah. And then after this, I've got my coaching call with my Landmark coach for the leadership program and my buddy in the program. And then I've got another call thing related to that tonight from like 6 to 9:30.
And Piper is with Dad?
Yes, Piper's with Dad. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to like fill today like this.
All this, yes, absolutely.
And then B&I is tomorrow morning. So
wow.
I was actually on top of things. Usually I'm doing my B&I prep work late Tuesday night when the meeting is Wednesday morning. And yesterday I was like, I got to do it now because like I'm not going to have time on Tuesday. So I did all my prep early. And I was like, well, look at that. I guess it is possible.
It can be, but that is a busy schedule. Not a lot of downtime.
Yes. No.
Not
Yeah, I say, and I'll also say though that like Thursday and Friday are not crazy booked up, and I'm keeping them that way. So it's like kind of cram it in through Wednesday, survive.
Yes.
I mean thrive. And then yeah.
It's good to have days where you feel like you're just keeping your head above water.
Yeah.
And it's important to schedule the days that you don't have to do that you can just kind of sit back and relax. And and there is a balance. That's why, like with substitute teaching, there are days that I'm like, you know what, I've already got this and this. If I work more than 3 days this week, I'm really going to be in trouble, mentally for my family, because my family is a full-time job.
Right. For sure.
So yeah.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, you have to save. Yeah. You have to save your hours for the other stuff.
Yes. All right. Have you properly steeped? I have 3 different colors here. And
yes, I have properly steeped and sweetened.
So as you can see, and here's the green tea. This is the coconut green tea from Harney and Sons. Very yellow in color.
Yeah,
so
I've got yellow.
Green tea. Yes.
Yeah.
And then the white strawberry is a very light, I would call it like a honey.
Yeah, that's a good description. Yeah.
And then the tropical holiday has a little more amber to it, maybe a little more red tone in it. So
it does. Okay, cool. So you've had all these. Let's see. And this one, coconut.
It's good though.
Yeah, that's very good.
It's not a strong grassy herbal. Like the reason that you and I don't typically like green teas is because of the grassy quality to it, and I don't think it has that.
No, not at all. I taste zero grass.
0 lawn factor in this.
But yes, it's good, and it's also not like an overwhelming coconut either, right?
It's not like a coconut
smacking in the face.
Yes, exactly. I think it would be unpleasant if it were that way, but so I like that. And as I said, it makes make this at night put it in the refrigerator.
Yes.
My thing is, I never seem to get the balance when I try to add tea to make iced tea. I always overwater it, and then I don't get the flavors anymore. So if you make this the day before, put it in the refrigerator, and then you can have it ice cold the next day. Super refreshing.
So do you make it just like a teapot full then, or how much?
Usually, or like a tumbler. I do a tumbler.
Full?
I probably
Okay.
do 2 bags for that. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, that's what I was wondering. Yeah.
I do like it though.
Delicious.
It's a light tea. I would not have this in the morning. For me, I would not have this in the morning. Of course, I go straight to black tea in the morning.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I would say, yeah, it probably wouldn't be a normal morning one for me. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I know.
Now,
drinking water, is that vodka on the side? What you got in your tumbler there?
it's water this time. I'm all out of booze. I gotta go.
So what do they so you can do that with the water, but they say the first you have to taste something 3 times. The first to cleanse the palate, the second to acclimate, and the third to get a true taste.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait.
Wine or anything new that you're putting into your mouth, especially if it's following something else, you have to get your taste buds rolling kind of in a different direction.
Oh, I see. Okay, cool.
So,
all right, so now it's strawberry white. Smells like strawberries.
That's it.
That's
yum.
That's like delightful.
Light. I would put that out at a bridal shower. I would
definitely that's really good.
Nice tea party. Very nice. I like that one. It's a tiny and just the right amount of a perfume follow without.
That's what. Okay. Yeah. See, you can always put words to what I'm experiencing. I'm like, what is that? I'm like, there's something else.
And no lawn factor on this whatsoever. This is white
tea.
Yeah,
no lawn. It's just white tea.
White tea. There are no cows grazing in the grass, no mooing, no crossovers. None of that going on. Just some pleasant white tea with some strawberryness going on.
Now we're going on a tropical holiday. Nancy's tropical holiday.
Nancy's tropical holiday, yes. One of my favorite. This is good in iced tea as well. But this one's robust. It has a really good, because it has that black tea base.
Right. Yeah, that is really good. It's a good mix. So you get
a little more sugar.
Get your black tea. Yeah. Your black tea vibes.
You get the fruitiness of that mango and the apricot in there too. No perfuminess. And the green apricot, there's no lawn factor, not to.
Yeah, so there's no grass, there's no perfume.
pull my tea tasting wheel out. Yes.
It's like no perfumes or dyes. Exactly. Like a package.
Exactly. Now I did meet one of the women that I was talking to at the pool today. Her husband has something to do with honest tea.
Oh, really?
So she said,
did you tell her not to watch whatever episode?
I need to. No, I told her we were on today, and I said, so for anybody who wants to watch, we'd love to have you, because right now it's just Amy's mom. Hi, Amy's mom. But she said, so Coca-Cola had bought Honest Tea, and then they decided to keep the Honest juice, the kids' juice. But they don't want the tea part of it anymore, because they also have, is it Gold Peak? They own Gold Peak and something else. So they decided to do that. So I think they're going to try to rebrand the Honest Tea or something like that. And her husband has something to do with it. So
I'm
going back for another conversation on that one.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. So yeah, I totally forgot that that's like related to the kids' juice.
Yeah,
it's like two separate things in my mind.
2 different things. Exactly. Exactly. So what would be your verdict? Do you like them all? Is there one you dislike? Is anything?
I do like them all. So let me see what strikes my fancy the most today.
And my feelings are not hurt if it's not the tropical.
No, I'm just like, I really like all of them. So I'm like, but they each have their own little characteristics. I'm like, which
Right?
one am I feeling today? It might be. I was really liking the strawberry, but
Me
I'm really
too.
liking your blend. Like the coconut was great, but when I go back to it, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go with your tropical holiday blend
Oh,
today.
thank you. Where's my tiara? Do I get a tiara?
Right? Yeah, yes.
I want a tiara. I want an upgrade from my fascinator.
Yeah, we're like in the not so blind taste test.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I like, but I do like that white strawberry. That is a good white strawberry.
It is really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I
excited to
think-
try the others. So thank you for
Yes,
all
you're-
those.
Absolutely. You know me,
Yeah.
oh my gosh. So I have to tell you the funniest thing. So my son graduated last Monday from high school.
Yeah.
The number one tea brand in Ireland is Barry's tea.
Really?
Yes, Barry's tea.
Okay.
And you've seen that on your shelves, right?
I've seen it. Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
So a friend of mine, a teacher friend of mine, went to Ireland over spring break, and she brought me back a box of Barry's Earl Grey tea.
Awesome.
So sitting through the commencement ceremony, like 500 kids graduating. It can be a long
Mhm.
ceremony. They have two speakers. I mean, they are just belting out these names. As
Yeah,
fast
yeah,
as
yeah.
they can. It's really funny. But my ears perked up. I'm like, what did they just say? And I went in. I promise you, I swear to you, I've got a commencement program right there. I could actually show it to you. The kid's name to graduate was Barry Earl Grey.
What?
Barry Earl Grey. That is his name. Barry
Oh my
Earl-
gosh,
Yeah.
come on.
I'm not kidding you. And I'm like, that is too weird to be a coincidence. Somebody like
Yeah.
Barry.
Yeah, so
Earl
did you
Grey.
track down the kid or his parents?
500 people don't do that. I
I'd
don't
be
know.
like,
They're all
explain yourself.
Explain yourself. Where
Explain
are your parents? I need your parents. I need to. Yes. What is this? What is this about? This is
Right.
Barry
So say
Grey.
Earl Grey. Earl Grey is I'll say bad enough, but yeah, to even give you the name, the tea brand name.
Brand. That's like me calling you like PG Tips or English breakfast.
Right. That's so wild. Oh my goodness.
Strange little thing. I know. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm like, I have got to tell that to Amy. Nobody's
Yes,
gonna believe me.
That's awesome.
And nobody else is
That's-
going to be interested but Amy. So,
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
but going back to that, it was like giving away tea. So I have just all kinds of tea. So my mother-in-law, just before they left this morning, I said, you drink Earl Grey? She says, I don't drink a lot of tea in the summer. I said, doesn't matter. And I just, take
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
I have so much tea that people have been gifting me, which I love, and thank you and keep it coming. But
Yeah.
I
But
can
it's
only
like
drink
to
so much.
sample. Yeah, it's like, it might be nice to have some of it, but you don't need like 50 bags of it.
Yes,
That's like
yeah.
how it goes.
Now,
So,
did you smell that? I sent you a lavender chamomile bath bomb.
yes. Yeah.
Good, right?
It smells wonderful.
It
Yes.
does. It will permeate through a couple
Okay.
of rooms actually when you get it going. It smells.
Oh, that's
wonderful. And then
awesome.
your green.
Yes, and the
tea.
mask.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you. Yeah,
You're
that was
welcome.
exciting. Mhm.
So for that downtime that you schedule, take a
Sure.
nice hot bath, right?
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know, Thursday? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. It's Thursday. What year is that?
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I think like Thursday in 2025. I'm thinking I'm gonna have what Thursday that I can do.
Right. Jose asked me, and I want to get on to Jubilee things. Jose asked me again, he said, it was like the evening after our last tea. He goes, you haven't done that in a while, have you? And I'm like, about 3 hours ago, honey. I just did one of the, yeah. And he says, are you two ever going to meet? And I said, I don't know. I'd love to, but I have to tell you the conversation. So Jose and I got away for 2.5 days. We went to the beach.
Yes, tell me about that. Yeah. Was that a last minute trip or do you have that planned?
No. Talk about scheduling ahead of time for that
Okay.
time. And we think it's probably the first time in 7 years, I think. The last time we went to Charlottesville for a weekend, other than just a date here and there, it was just the two of us on a very peaceful beach.
Nice.
And it was more bay than it was ocean. So the water was not rough and it had these really shallow sandbar areas. So we could just sit in the water and we would talk and we had great drinks and we had awesome dinners. And it was so great. It was like, sometimes I forget that he really is my favorite person to be with.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Sometimes he makes it easy to forget he's my favorite person.
Sometimes he's the reason you forget that.
But he could say the same. But there was a lot of conversation. We are a year out from retirement now, and a lot of conversation about what to do next. And barring
Florida.
it's not where I want to go because I love Virginia's geography here. But when you sit down and talk about taxes and finance, that we'll suddenly have to pay state income tax that Florida does not do, and that the state will actually come after our pension, his pension, but Florida will not. Florida protects their veterans pension. It would be like paying easily somebody's college tuition every single year and not getting anything from that other than paying the taxes. So when you think about that money that we could have to travel and do the things that we'd like to do, not to mention, we are in a situation where our parents are getting older. Me and my siblings, we're not getting any younger. And then we have Jackie, and it would be nice to be near family that if Jose and I want to go someplace.
For sure.
So that we'd have. So as I said to somebody today, I said, I refuse still to be Amy's competition. I don't know where in Florida we would live.
You won't, you won't be, it's okay.
No, if anything, we would collaborate.
Yeah, so we'll definitely, we'll collaborate for sure.
Yes.
Because I'm still since COVID hiding behind the scenes, hiding it within my computer. So yes, but I have started, I don't know if I told you this kind of just came up as some people who knew me asked, but I'm renting out my china that I have on hand for people to throw their own tea parties.
I have heard of things like that. So well done you. Yeah, because otherwise it's just sitting there. Yes, let it make money for you.
Yeah. So like that's been really nice. I've only done it like a couple times, but what's really nice is like, yes, you do all the packing up, right? But like then they take it, they unpack it, they use it, they clean it, they put it back, and they give it back to you. So like,
do you have specialized containers to send back and forth? No.
Nope, not right now. Right now I'm literally using like regular cardboard boxes that I have and like wrapping paper. Cause like, when it was me toting them around, I might get a little willy-nilly with the packing. But for other people, I'm like, let me make sure that this like really is wrapped well.
Right.
So I use actual like wrapping paper on it.
Right.
Yeah, but it's pretty good.
That's awesome.
So and one of them is gonna buy tea bags from me too to use at the tea party. So so just as a thought.
Nice. I like that. Yeah, I think that's an awesome idea. Yeah, that's great. Somebody mentioned that to me when I first started. I think it was before I ever called you the first time, or maybe it was right after. And she's a bit of a party planner. She does an excellent job. But she's saying, some people, you box up the party and you ship it to them, and then they, ship it back.
Right.
And so I think that's great. You've got something sitting there that isn't being used, and you can make some money off of it.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like it's going to be sitting somewhere regardless. So might as well.
And then you charge if they break something, right?
What'd you say?
You charge if they break something.
Oh, sure. Yeah. And like, I definitely don't send anything that has like a sentimental value. So like, it's all cute, mix and match, but like, this thing has never been out to a tea party.
No. I told you that I had that bridal shower. I think it was my first one. And the girl was texting me. She goes, are you bringing that cup? Are you going to be bringing?
Oh, right.
And I'm like, isn't that beautiful? Yes, my husband gave me that. I have a collection, and that's my private personal collection. What about this? Are you bringing this teapot? No. I promise what I'm bringing is beautiful. Don't worry about it.
Right, but it's not. That's hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So that's Jubilee, yes, the Queen.
Jubilee, yes.
Did not make it to a lot of things. She
did make it out on the balcony, and she looked. I thought excellent.
I did too. She looked like a piece of Wedgwood in her blue.
Yeah.
She looked lovely.
That was just reminding me. I've got to send. Oh gosh, I hope I saved it. I've got a meme for you that I can show. Yeah, I can show in here. So it's I forget now where I just saw this. Wait, There we go. Queen
Email,
Elizabeth.
text or email me that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Queen Elizabeth dresses like she's about to go to prom with Steve Harvey. And they have all matching suits up and down for like colors.
That is hilarious.
Harvey.
I love that. I
I
love
was
that.
like-
Hilarious.
I was like, that's amazing.
That is so great.
No,
She
I
looked
love.
great. Did you see her skit with Paddington Bear?
No, but I saw a picture somewhere of her with Paddington Bear. So what was that?
YouTube it. It is precious. It is just
Okay, I'll have to
precious.
look. Yeah.
And then there was a later, I don't know if it was an actual skit or I only saw a picture, but it looked like the Bobbies chasing Paddington because he'd confiscated and run off with the Queen's marmalade sandwich.
Oh my god,
So
that's
cute.
awesome.
It was so cute. And there's a lady who did a cartoon.
Mhm.
She did a sketch. She did the sketch of the Queen in a green dress, like the one she was wearing for the thing, holding Paddington's hand, and they're walking, and the corgi is behind her. Did you see that?
Yes, I've seen that picture. Yeah, so cute. It's
And
so
it
sweet.
went viral, and everybody, like, she got thousands of requests, including was it Elton John?
Oh my gosh.
Somebody famous was asking her. I want one too. It wasn't Elton John. It was somebody, I can't think of who it was. Somebody British.
Yeah.
Hugh
Oh,
Bonneville.
wow.
Hugh Bonneville from Downton Abbey.
Oh really? Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
Wanted one as well.
That's-
Of course, he was in the Paddington.
Right, the
movie,
Paddington.
But, yeah,
That's
she's
so
now I'm
sweet.
just trying to keep up with this.
Yeah. I haven't gotten to watch Paddington yet. I've offered it a few times to Piper and she says no. So-
Yeah, Jackie didn't
No?
have as much interest now. And I was
I'm like-
in Paddington Station. It was the train that we took to go back out to Heathrow, and I wish I'd thought to even go and look for the bear,
Oh, yeah.
and I didn't.
Mm.
So
Yeah, because like what is the age demographic for that movie then? Because I just figured that Piper was a little too young, but Jackie doesn't like it either. Like or
well,
doesn't
remember,
care.
Jackie is very mature. She functions more like probably more like a 5-year-old. I'm
Right,
thinking,
right.
5, 6 years
Okay,
old, something like
okay.
that. So
Right.
yeah, she's in there watching the live version of Aladdin right now.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
she still loves her princess movies and
Got it. Yeah.
So
Okay.
I think that Paddington's very British. So I think the kids
Well,
may
that's true.
wonder, So
Yeah. So I'm sure. I mean, obviously, I could watch it on my own time, but I don't ever watch kid movies unless it's like
No.
for Piper.
no, exactly.
Yeah. I've got other things to watch that I can't watch with Piper when she's
Precisely.
not around.
Exactly. The things that I want, that I say, that's your private personal downtime that you've scheduled, right? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So what is your favorite tea today of the three? Which one are you feeling?
So I'm very impressed with the white strawberry.
Yeah.
I like the white strawberry a great deal. I put a little too much sugar in my tropical holiday. It was a little overly sweet for me today. So, but normally I do like it. And I want to say again, make it the night before, put it in the fridge. It's very refreshing on a hot summer day.
Right. Okay. Awesome.
What did you think about the separation of the Cambridges and the Sussexes? Do you have any comments?
Well, the separation of them, in what way? Tell me what was going on.
Okay. So the ceremony at Westminster.
Yeah, the Thanksgiving one.
Were put to this side, and the inner circle, if you will, the working were over here, and he sat with I think it was Beatrice.
Oh yeah, with the cousins.
Yes, and some people were saying that was cruel. It was cruel that they weren't allowed on the balcony.
But it's
blah blah blah.
But they're not like senior royals anymore.
They're
so
not.
like
they're not.
It's like I get it. Like so let's say that had this all gone down, but it went down in just the nicest of ways and as amicable as possible.
Right.
Perhaps grandma would make an exception and be able to get you out there on the balcony. But when it goes down as it has gone down,
yes,
she's not, and I'm sure she's well aware that the Brits, they were not welcome. Like I know they got booed. Yeah,
They're
we
good.
talked, like Kat and Trevor and I talked about tea time. It was like,
Mhm.
yeah, so I mean, she probably would have pissed off her people if she would have let them back on the balcony anyway, you know.
Yeah, she could have.
Um,
And she said, no drama. And I don't blame them. This was
yeah,
not, they didn't need the drama. This was simply a celebration of
exactly.
historic proportion. So,
And I think it was great that they went, though. I do think it was important that they showed up, right? They
absolutely.
came over for it. So that was good. And I feel like the separation, it made sense, all things given, and it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't cruel or anything like that. I feel, especially because it's like, you know, it's not just grandma, but it's like, well, if you're not on great terms with your brother, or even, I don't know, do we know what kinds of terms he's on with Charles and Camilla at the moment? Like,
I don't
yeah,
know.
so it's like if you have no one in your corner begging for you to sit over there, and perhaps
Right.
they didn't want to sit over there. Maybe they thought that it also made sense for them to be separate
Yes.
as part of their principle on the whole thing, you know.
Yep.
So it could be, yeah.
It could be a lot of things. And I know they celebrated Elizabeth's first birthday over there. And
Right,
I'm
right.
thrilled that the Queen was able to
Yes,
meet her. And at this
right.
point now, she's met all of her grandchildren. The thing that ticks me off is people, like the nasty news that they are.
Mhm.
There were, Harry looks unhappy, the signs of his marriage, and it's not going well, and it's celebrated by some of these people, and it doesn't matter what's happened.
Right.
That's not something you would go,
They just
woohoo,
want,
he's
right,
happy.
right. Mhm.
Come on. So it's things like that
Right.
get
Plus,
me.
I predict, not to jinx them, I predict that they will be as strong a couple as what, Edward the Seventh? Was he the seventh in
Oh yeah.
Wallace Simpson?
Mhm.
Yeah. I feel like to have done the things they've done, they've got some kind of bond that I think is going to, yeah, last.
I
think,
agree. I agree. And
yeah,
I mean, we never root for anybody not to do well in life or anything. And I
right,
think that was
right.
stinko. I think that was awful.
Yeah, yeah.
I just want to say Kate, just again, but of course she's my fashion icon. She looks
Yes.
just stunning and everything.
I know.
Her yellow, and I just saw a picture of her. She had said Royal Ascot. She had on white, white with black polka dots, and this gorgeous fascinator. And she just looks amazing. She looks so good. And
I
today,
did. So, yeah.
go ahead, please.
I would say I did pay attention enough to see, like, you know, the balcony photos and like how the kids were misbehaving, and like
Yes.
you can see you can see Kate talking to him the exact same way you would talk to your kids in public, where you're like trying to like keep it cool, but like
I thought she was much more polite than I would have been. I'm like, get it together, shut up. No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't.
yeah. Well, when you're on the balcony of Buckingham Palace, it might be a little different.
Photographers everywhere.
But
Yeah.
I just loved it. It was like, it's so, yeah, well, because it's so relatable, and it's just
Yeah.
like wonderful also because, you know, at this day and age, right? Like, it's not like there's some nanny with the kids or the nannies. It's like, here Kate's out there doing, you know, like, being one of the heir to the thrones, like spouses, like a future queen. And she has to control her 4-year-old. And like I saw when Charlotte like fell or something, and she was crying, and like Kate was trying to like calm her down, and like Charlotte wanted up, and so she's like, here Kate's like dressed all nice, and she's like, I mean, that's my life. My life is picking Piper up. So
yes.
I was like, wow, like, you know, mom of the year.
Yes.
Just for being relatable and like, but in such like heightened circumstances.
Yes. When eyes and cameras are on you, and I think some people, I think they're again nasty people in the press trying to bring her down.
Of course.
Just awful. And I think she does a pretty good job. I think they do a good job of keeping it together. And
very good.
And he's such a the both of them very hands-on parents, which is that's going to be the huge change that we see coming up. In their reign, if they're able to get to it. So
yeah.
A lot of it was good. It was a lot of fun. It was fun to go through and see, people's Instagram pictures. I think you're friends with her. Well, friends. We're connected. Is it Brill Bits? It was one of those on Instagram. She was actually over there.
Oh, really?
Over
Oh,
there for
cool.
Jubilee. Yeah. So I was following her pictures.
Aw.
And take me with you. And, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you remember, I think you've met Jake from Tea Time, right? The Scot living in England. Do you remember? Maybe not. Maybe you haven't met him yet. He's the newer one.
Okay.
So he's like college age or whatever, or university age.
Okay. Right.
But and I specifically say the Scot living in England because Kat makes it known like that's important. Like he's moved over to the dark side. But I was like, even if it's for university, it doesn't matter. But so but he is in so he's deaf, but he can, I think, has some kind of program where he can,
I did meet him. Yes.
Yes. So, and he can like read, our lips and stuff. And so he had told us in advance that he was going to be doing in, I forget now which major city, one of the major cities. They were having like a Jubilee celebration concert thing. And his like deaf choir was going to be like performing behind like a main singer guy. And so he sent me the video to it just yesterday, and it's like, oh, I see you. So I'm gonna share it. I asked if I could, I'm gonna share it to our group when I get a chance.
Right.
And say, hey everybody, like we got a tea timer up on stage. But it was really cool. Yeah, it was really cool to watch. And I don't know who the singer is. Apparently he's somebody kind of known over there, but I believe he's known for, I don't know, we'll say like an American Idol type thing. I don't know what show, but some singing show, right?
Okay.
And that's what he's known for. So
Gotcha.
It's like a cool, big deal that he got to.
That's cool.
So we had one person out of the tea timers representing for Jubilee.
Yeah, right. Somebody got to be there. Yeah.
Right.
And I told you our friends that he was chosen to be the naval attaché to England. So they just moved there last week.
Oh my goodness.
And
are they settled, or have you talked to her yet?
Not talked to her at all. I need to reach out through email and see how she's doing. Would just love to, I like tea gifts, Kristen, remember? No, we do, Jose and I, like I said, with the retirement, we're hoping that we talk about the possibility of that he and I will go to Ireland, just the two of us, to celebrate next year, not just the retirement, but next year will be our 25th wedding anniversary. Ooh. And I'm like, we could fly into London, spend 2 days with our friends, and then head up to Ireland.
That'd be awesome.
I just want to roam the hills and stop at the pubs and have
that would
do the pub trivia and sing the songs and
right
start all over again the next day, and wear the chunky off-white sweater and the tam. And
yeah.
We want to do it.
That's great. Well, first things first, though, you have Italy coming up.
I do have Italy coming up.
In 3 weeks?
Yes.
Right?
In about 3 weeks. Yes.
Awesome. And who else going?
The whole family.
Everybody.
The whole family. Yeah, the whole family.
I love it.
So Jose's been trying to learn Italian, but he has a head start because he already knows Spanish. So, a lot of it sticks with him.
Right.
I'm researching things like, do I need to bring my own tea to Italy? And the answer is yes, because it is not a given that people drink.
I was going to say, they're like a strong coffee culture, right?
Yeah. So I'll be bringing my own tea. I'm very excited about it. I'd be a little more excited if I knew what was going on with this stupid foot of mine. It's still we're good, but it's all good. Right. It's all good. So
fun.
Into summer. Boys are working. Jackie's got the team, and just taking it day by day right now. So try to sleep in on occasion.
Yeah.
The days we get to sleep in, Jackie's up at 5:30 in the morning. The weekdays when Jose has to go to work, it's like, Jackie, get up.
Oh yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
Right. Always.
Yeah, always. Yeah.
So unfair. So unfair.
It was cute yesterday morning. Piper happened to wake up like 3 minutes before my alarm was gonna go off. And I didn't know at the time. She's just like, I just knew it was kind of dark. She's like, Mommy, she's like, can we go out to the couch? I'm thinking like, it's probably in the middle of the night. I'm like, well, I was like, I don't know, it's probably early. She's like, yeah, but when we get up late, we don't have time to sit on the couch, watch TV. And I like watching TV. So
Aw.
she wanted to get up early to be carried to the couch, mind you, and covered in a blanket so that she could basically sort of sleep on the couch, but technically be watching TV.
Right.
And with me sitting there. Yeah. So it's like, that's part of the routine that she enjoys. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then I looked at the alarm because I'm feeling tired. So I'm like, hopefully it's like way too early to do this. And I look, it's like, oh my God, it's like 3 minutes.
It's like, why does the sleeping pill always at its strongest right before the alarm clock goes off? It's so unfair.
Right?
So
Yeah,
unfair.
I know. Oh
Or
my
your
goodness.
bladder is calling like 1 hour before the alarm.
Yes, yeah.
Like,
And you're
I'm
like,
never gonna get back to
"God."
sleep.
I know. Yeah, I was
Painful.
like, it's crazy. Yeah. So, but let's see. This weekend. Oh, well, are you working Friday? What are you doing Friday? Do you get to come to tea yet?
What do I have? So I am taking a friend, our Girl Scout leader, to lunch. It was one of those embarrassing moments where she got up and she and her husband have sacrificed so much of their time and energy and effort. Girl Scout cookie sales, the candy sales at the beginning of the year, organizing when we're going to do this, when there's a rain date, trying to reorganize everything else.
Oh,
So
yeah.
she gave Jose and I gifts for playing Mr. and Mrs. Claus at the Christmas Bazaar.
Oh.
She gave this person a gift, this person a gift. And when it was all said and done, nobody said anything to her or husband to say thank you. And I was mortified. And I was mad at myself because about a week before I was like, nobody's asked me for any money to give her a gift or anything. And I really, and it was right up to William's graduation. I'm like, I really don't have time for this. I hope somebody's going to do it. So we're standing there, Jose and I was just like, looked at him. I'm like, and he's like,
because what was it like? Is it like a final meeting or something?
Yeah, it
like,
was the end of the year celebration, kind of a camp out. We didn't do a camp out, but we went for the hot dogs and the ceremony and all that other stuff. So I just like, hey, everybody, can I get your attention for a second, please? I said, the one person in this place who has not been thanked yet is Christine. And I said, we owe her. And, and I just went on about them. And she's like, thank you. And she walked away. And I'm like, man, if I were her, I'd have been mad. So I went back to her and I said, I am taking you to lunch next week. Any place you want to go, I'm taking you to lunch. And I introduced her husband actually to Lapsang Sushing, the really smoky, yucky, smoky. He loves it because he's a man.
Oh my goodness.
He loves it. And I've ordered some Earl Grey cream or the creme brulee Earl Grey for her to give us too, just to say thank you, because my God, I mean, how do you not do something for the leader of the group? I mean, so that's what I'm doing Friday. That's what I'm doing Friday. Yes. If I can make it after that, I will let you know, because there's after that. Oh, nope. I got a swim play day for Jackie. Swim play day for Jackie.
Well, I'll be the liaison. I always tell them whatever we talk about Tuesday, and I always tell you what we talk about.
That's exactly right. You're the go-between, for sure. We'll tell everyone I said hello, please. And I know you have another appointment in 10 minutes. So
yes, I know. Unfortunately, So I am on a tight schedule, but this was absolutely lovely and the perfect pick me up. So it was excellent.
Let me ask, do you wish to do this in July? We have on occasion skipped a summer month because there's usually a lot going on. Do you want to meet next month? Do you want to skip and go to August, or skip August?
So I say let's still do July.
Okay.
Or I'm trying to think. So I'm going to be in Indiana the first week of August.
Okay.
Which makes me wonder if we should do it while I'm there. Well, I guess it's not tea time. I was thinking about Mumsy.
Yes, absolutely. Take a fast food with you. Make sure she has one if she's going to be on. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. I have a special. We have a special guest. Be like, and now introducing our number one fan.
Our one and only viewer, Mumsy.
Exactly. We ran. we had a drawing for all of our viewers out there, and she won.
That's hilarious.
Oh my
my
gosh,
gosh.
that's awesome.
Well, you just text me and you send me some dates that you're thinking of.
Yes. Okay.
Gather some teas, or always the alternative is we just talk and we just drink our own
That's
selected
true.
tea. So
Yes.
whatever works. Because I
Absolutely.
feel like we are about to run out of teas to try, Amy. We have tried
I
everything
know.
we've done.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know, I was like, I feel like we run out of teas that we want to try.
I know, right?
There's definitely other teas out
There
there.
are other teas we could try. We could go to the Japanese and some of the stronger Chinese that fall more into that lawn factor, fish factor, barnyard factor, whatever.
Yeah, it's like,
this would taste asparagus. It's great with sugar. So
right. Oh, I will say real quick. So Molly, the friend that lives in your state, Virginia,
yes.
it's her birthday today, as well as Prince William. So happy
William,
birthday, Molly and Prince
Yes.
William.
William, I put a picture of him. I kind of copied it from somebody else's, but yeah, it's a nice, handsome
Yeah.
picture of.
'Cause I think, did
Prince
someone say
William.
it's his, is it his 40th birthday?
I believe it is his 40th.
Yeah, that's what I thought I
birthday,
heard. Yeah. So
Yeah.
happy 40th to Prince William, and happy not 40th to Molly.
Yes,
Yep,
exactly.
there he is.
It's just a
Aw.
nice picture of him.
Yeah,
Looking
that
very,
is.
looking very dad-like.
I know.
very
Yeah,
dad-like.
that's hilarious.
Yes, it
But
is.
yeah, and so she went to, oh gosh, where'd they go? I'm gonna pull it up real quick because you might know it. They went to a tea room. She and her husband went to a tea room yesterday, kind of spur of the moment for her birthday, and they went to the O'Henry Hotel in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Oh, in Greensboro, no, I don't know anything about that. That sounds
It
lovely.
is beautiful, and it also looks like the food looks awesome.
Oh my gosh, yes.
But like the little macarons are like, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Sorry, Molly, you're gonna get a picture, but like so you can
Yeah.
see the
nice.
decor. right?
Gorgeous. Absolutely. Looks beautiful.
Like so cozy and like
Yep. And if you
All
ever
the-
come up my way, we'll do something like that. I'll pick a special place.
I know, I know. But we'll see. You might be moving here first.
Well, if we do, we're still talking easily 2 years at the very least before
Oh,
it
okay.
happens,
All right.
or or longer. And
Got you.
and we also say, that somebody in the middle of Podunk, Arkansas could say, we're going to give you this much money to do your dream job, whatever that is. And we have no idea. We have no idea.
Right.
So it leads to very interesting conversations, but unfortunately for him, a lot of sleepless nights. I think he wakes up going, what am I going to do? I got to support this.
Yeah. Oh
I got
gosh.
to support Nancy's spending habits and all her tea buying. What am I going to do? God
I
bless
feel
him.
like I'm not buying any tea. It's all given to me.
I didn't buy this.
Right. Yeah. Like that's so funny. Yeah.
You gotta
So
run.
it was wonderful. Yeah, talking
Yes.
with you. Also, I know I'm now the one delayed, but remind me. So you bought the Jubilee teacup, right? Did I tell you that when I afterwards I was looking it up to show someone, and I was looking at the one that was like, I don't know, over 300 pounds or something, like crazy. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't know Nancy spent that. And then I like scrolled up and saw, oh, okay, like still pricey. But I was like, Jesus.
Yeah. No, what was that one? Like solid gold? Did it have a diamond tiara?
Like $600 on a teacup and saucer. And I was like, whoa, you really did splurge.
No. I not that much.
Yeah, you did.
Not that much.
You did.
No.
Yeah,
I kept it
enormous.
within reason.
Yes, a reasonable splurge.
Yes, a reasonable splurge. And yeah, probably never to be done again, but we'll see. With my friend over there, I might be having to hit her up, and God bless
Absolutely.
Lil if she ever, says I don't want the stuff anymore. Her daughters don't want it, so I'm willing to take her royal cup collection.
Absolutely.
She has commemorative cups, like all kinds, from weddings, and the one I showed you, the one
Oh
that had
yeah.
Harry and Kate getting married. So yeah, that's
That's
gonna be
really the
pretty
best.
funny. Anyway, you gotta go. I don't want to make you
Excellent.
late.
Okay. Thank you so much. All right. I'll
Thank
see
you.
you later. All right. Cheery.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Cheers, everybody.